Yeah, good morning, y'all. 5:42 in the morning, Unc to the building. Yeah. Reggae Wednesday. We got some new reggae music we're going to play today. Let y'all vibe out to this one. My man DJ Wiz blessed us with a set. Let's see what we got here. Little reggae style. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. Let's get it going. Y'all slide on over to YouTube. You know where it's at.
Lift up your head and hold it up high. We know that we win the fight.
Time getting harder, still we striving for better. And we not gonna stop till the battle is won and we get justice. Anyone will try to push you over and over.
Reggae Wednesday.
Lift up your head and hold it up high. We know that we'll win the prize.
Good morning. Let's go.
Lift up your head and hold it up high. We know that we'll win the prize. Don't be discouraged by the pitfalls and their worries. Pain endure for one night, but joy cometh in the morning. And if you lose your soul,
Corpus Christi Show, Joey, what up, baby? I see you, Sad. What up?
DJ Wiz.
Good morning, Reginald Maynard.
Lift up your head.
A.B. Bonner, what up?
We know that we'll win the prize.
Reggae Wednesday, everybody.
Lift up your head and hold it up high. We know that we'll win the prize.
Go ahead and light it up if you need to. You know what it is. Reggae Wednesday, Unc's in the building. Let's get it popping this morning. Come on now. I ain't dealing with these bubble guts out here.
DJ Wiz.
It's a ghetto people song, only them can sing this song. It's a song for the police facing separation.
Reggae Wednesday, everybody. Let's go.
It's a ghetto people song, only them can sing this song. It's a song for the police facing separation. Malarat, stop down pressure. Why you only terrorize the world?
Lazy it up this morning, y'all. Y'all get y'all popping this morning. 5:45 in the morning, Unc in the building. The morning emails, Reggae Wednesday. Let's go. We're going to recap yesterday's. It was great.
Take it from your brother, Everton Blender. No, it's the time for you to get strong.
As I said before, we're going to start bringing more celebrities on. Yesterday, we had the great, legendary Big Daddy Kane on here. 101. One of the greatest of all times. Hope you liked the interview yesterday. We'll recap that this morning. And we'll get into everything else we got to get into this morning once the ladies come in. The morning email. Maybe get some tea from Coco, too.
The people song, only them can sing this song. It's a song for the poor who is facing tribulation. Give a little, even a little. Just make it trickle. Know who you give to. I'm talking to you, Mr. Fortunate One. Hey,
Reggae Wednesday, come on.
In a hurry, or you'll be sorry. Others first, we must help to carry.
Tune up, let's go. Tune up, let's go. Come on. April 11th. Andermatt, Switzerland, the world famous will be out there. Busta Rhymes, Timberland, Eve, everybody. Let's go, come on.
If Jah is standing by my side, then why should I be afraid of a pestilence that should I be afraid of the pestilence that crawling by now?
Reggae Wednesday.
Your best you try to cover your life. They meant to kill, but I love you still because you are here to make prophecy fulfilled. It's your will, no weapon that form against me. Desire shall not be. Divine protection shall set my soul free. Talk to me, Jah is standing by my side. Then why should I be afraid of a pestilence that crawling by now? Oh, Shiloh wants to know. Are you satisfied? Wipe the tears from your eyes. I'm all alone, still when you go. I was telling a lie. Are you satisfied? No one's with me tonight. Only Jah and He's always by my side. Pretty little woman, don't you trust me no more? You don't have to break down my door. I'm all alone. Come inside and you will see there's no one here but me. Told you I'll soon be over, still you refuse to believe. Are you satisfied? Wipe the tears from your eyes. I'm all alone, still you know I was telling a lie. Are you satisfied? No one's with me tonight.
So I'm reading this Adam 22 story about the feds knocking on his door. I just want to know what you thought was going to happen. You guys are talking about real life gang shit. Guys that are not in gangs, guys that you don't have to be in no gangs. And why wouldn't the feds knock on your door? I don't even understand the thought process.
No turning back, I decided to serve Georgia. No looking back, no turning.
Dudes are crazy.
I know I gotta be something.
Get Coco in here with some tea today.
About this folklore, spreading to shores, more than before.
Nice.
Although sometimes temptation come your way.
That See That Marksman album was a great album.
Don't give up now, go on your knees.
But the mixtape was even better, I thought.
Just is the will to show you the way. No looking back, no turning back. I know I must have judged. No looking back, no turning back. I know I gotta be stronger.
I sing oh Jah, keep on strong. I sing oh Jah, to carry
Reggae Wednesday, everybody, let's go.
Jah.
Shout to DJ Wiz, let's go. Yes.
I sing oh Jah, keep on strong. I sing oh Jah, to carry on for my love Jah. All I'm receiving
551 in the morning. Okay, let's get it poppin'. It's Reggae Wednesday. Come on.
I know they see that
A little conscious music for y'all this morning. Blaze it up. Cool out. Relax. Easy no man. Rhythm.
This joy and need going around telling those vicious and dirty lies. I sing oh Jah, keep on strong. I say oh Jah, to carry on for my love Jah.
Shout out to all my Jamaican masters.
I sing oh Jah, keep on strong. I sing oh Jah, to carry on.
Come one piece of the blender. Do anything to be a fan club member.
Yes.
Everyone is now willing and able to play a
Shout out to DJ Wiz. Let's go, y'all. Come on.
Come one piece of the blender. Do anything to be a fan club member. Everyone is now willing and able to play a blender on them turntable. So long blender a ram dancer. Promoter never pay me no money at all. Walk from Gimme Bit to Lionel Town, trying to reach home before I drop down. And I have my family to face, cause I know there's no food in the place. I was away all night,
DJ
but I
Wiz.
knew everything would be right now. Come on, peace and agenda. Do anything to be a fan club member. Now everyone is willing and able to spin a blend up on them turntable. They a run. Come on, peace and agenda. Do anything to be a fan club member. Everyone is now willing and able to spin a blend up on them turntable. Back in the days they used to call me Booba.
Yeah.
Shirt it here and me never had no shoe. I pray to Jah for a point of view. Anja link me with the Star Trail crew. They ma run. Come on, peace of the blender. Do anything to be a fan club member. Now everyone is willing and able to spin a blend up on them turntable.
Sit up on the throne in the Mount Zion, my Lord. Over them a spread, just the last day. How the body be function without it? Said Marcus, Garvey and Emmanuel gone. Without the Trinity, say life couldn't go on. Over them a spread, just the last day. How the body be function without it? Said Marcus, Garvey and Emmanuel gone. Without the Trinity, say life couldn't. In a Psalm 87, that's where me see clear is foundation. Me sing the holy mountain. Glorious things are spoken of thee. Mention a prayer about Babylon to me, Ethiopia, city of the Almighty. The most I was born, there is majesty. All the musicians say my springs are in thee. Could have better sing this song to be free. Why? Roma them a spread. Said Selassie dead. How the body be function without it? Said Marcus, Garvey and Emmanuel gone. Without the Trinity, say life couldn't go on. Hurt the heart, but you can't hurt the soul. Trusting on the Almighty more and more. Me no wonder no devil control.
554 in the morning. Yeah, Alchemist is dope. That'd be a nice album if he did that. Erica Badu. I like that.
Jungle sound, you know, a champion
Hey, hey, hey. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Let's go, y'all. Come on.
World of reggae music on ya.
Oh, yeah.
Keep me rocking with me daughter. World of reggae music on ya. Never
Got a little work down there. Let's go, y'all. Come on. Good morning.
Now just be nice and hold this space. I won't entertain no more disgrace.
555 in the morning. Uncle, let's go. Come on.
Out in the street, they call it murder. When rhythm's spacing out your head.
We'll definitely recap the Kane interview. Y'all give us your opinions on it, what y'all thought. Get to talk to the legend himself, Big Daddy Kane. Let's go, y'all. Come on.
World of reggae music on ya.
I'll also give you the rationale on how I conducted the interview so y'all understand. It wasn't scripted, but it was scripted, you know what I mean?
Keep me. Hey. Yes.
We'll get into it.
Man showing how man feeling.
And as I knew, Big said was not going to be able to keep it together. I knew it. I was like, he ain't going to be able to keep it together.
10,000 rhythms feeling.
I got to protect Ted from himself sometimes, you know?
It makes the spider feel world of reggae music on ya.
No. Yeah, but you don't want to stand behind Yay crazy. That dude's crazy. Those are hard questions. What are you talking about? The man lost his inspiration. He lost people, died. Mr. C, Bismarck. You got him to go back in and actually revisit that. No goofy questions. That's what I did. I didn't want to give him goofy ass questions. Said wanted me to troll the nigga. I'm not gonna troll Big Daddy.
Now six no coke, now milk no rock.
5, 8 in the morning.
Now flat on my head, me now go wear no frock. To the shakalaka rock. Up to Tarzan in the jungle just a rock. Tarzan in the jungle just a rock. And he call all the animals to rock. Jane boy the monkey just a rock.
That's a good question.
Shakalaka rock. Shakalaka rock. Thousand say, boom shakalaka just a rock. Boom shakalaka.
Scoob needed a better lawyer.
Shakalaka rock. Shakalaka rock. I'm stay.
You know what's interesting is the perspective, from Kane's perspective, he's like, nigga, this is all I plan to do. I'm letting them ride with me. And then from the public perspective, it's like, yo, man, without them, your shit would have been real different. You know what I'm saying? So that's an interesting, really interesting question, AB. I think that's the best question of all the questions that the audience is asking. Would his career been the same without Scoob and rap? That's different. And that's a good question. Well, I mean, that's what they negotiated. You know what I'm saying? Whatever their fees were, they were negotiated as dances. They didn't come in as a group. You know what I'm Y'all better recognize that. Like, if you come into a situation, you better find out what you get out of the situation before you come into it. Everybody cool till the money start being made. You know what I'm saying?
So my damn fat, so my bad and so my jelly.
Whatever deal you make is the deal you make.
I rockin' at the dance hall. I rockin' at the dance hall. I went to a dance one Friday night. The operator play roots rock reggae. I was skanking the dance.
Remember, Kane's career wasn't 100%. Like, there were times when his career kind of slowed down, and some of his music wasn't resonating with us. You know what I'm saying? He had all kinds of... His career went through peaks and valleys. Like all the dark chocolate stuff he was doing might not have been as, taken or received well. You know what I'm saying?
Na 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 na.
Just remember, when you're here long enough, it's the good shit you do that resonates.
Na 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 na. Who is gonna help me praise Jehovah? Na 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 na. Who is gonna help me praise Jehovah? Whoa, the maker of all mankind. I've gotta praise him all time. Whoa, the maker of all.
But that was a real story. Like, I got tired of Kane. See, this is something that we did talk about in private, but I was like, yo, you don't understand. He was such a large artist. He didn't realize how much of an impact he had. And I was trying to, run my business in the industry. And I felt that he was going out of his way not to mention me for some reason. Because sometimes we personally didn't get along. You know what I'm saying? And then We talked about it, and really, what he was like, I didn't even think about it like that, Lace. And then he actually apologized. He's like, yo, man, I could have been mentioning you more because you could have used that early in the game to really made some moves. We didn't know the power of the shout out. You know what I'm saying?
Precious wing, that's where he keep me. Whoa, whoa.
I teased him. I was like, you shout dudes out that ain't gonna never do nothing in the industry, and you're not shouting me out. So I stole my way on that record. Shout out to Ant Live, Recipe, Cliff Love, and everybody.
Why you say? La 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 la. Who is gonna help me praise Jehovah? La 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 na 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 na.
Remember, I never went into it feeling like anybody owed me anything, and I think that's one of the biggest problems that people have in the business. They go through the business thinking the nigga owe them shit. Like, Kane they owe me shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I gave him a place to live. And then, you know, he from that place, he built his career. But that's Kane. Kane did that. I didn't do that. I was just witness to it. You know what I'm saying? He don't owe me shit. All he owed me is brotherhood. That's all he owed me.
Whoa, she have me rushing her faster. Whoa, Lord, this girl is a scotcher. Whoa, yeah, she have me rushing her faster. Whoa, yeah. For in my
that's a good point.
Strong, she's the one I am.
Because to be around people like Kane and Jay and Dame and Paz and all these successful people that I was a part of their Nice and Smooth, all these guys, it continues to motivate me to be around so many other people that are successful. That's motivation for me. Some people need people to carry them. And some people just like that walk beside you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord, this girl is a scotcher.
That's why even on the morning emails, I mean, we are motivated to get up in the morning and do our thing. But we want you all to continue to do your thing. This is just a spark. And then the rest of the day, you guys keep doing what you got to do. And that was my whole thing with Kane. And he didn't understand it in the beginning. Now, that's what I should have gotten into, was when I decided not to be a dancer. And I told him, I said, listen, if you have your way of doing things, and that's only one way, if we all follow in one way, then what happens when you fall? If I start something over here, then we all can have something going. And then let school start over here, let everybody over here. And I even went to school and was like, yo, bro, you know, you're a choreographer, man. You better than me. Why don't you get into this choreography business with me? Let's go get it popping. Scoop turned me down. He's like, nah, I'm chilling with Kane. I said, bro, you can do both. It's not an either or, it's an and.
Well, this is the original foreign mind. So that you must supply. Oh, you must supply.
I might have been a little violent.
I worry them foreign mind.
But I was always focused on my business, though.
Worry them foreign mind.
And I knew that, you know, if we only got one pot, then you got to go get you another pot. Because that's his pot. Let me go get my pot. You know what I'm saying? And if I start a pot and y'all get out of this pot, then go make your own pot. And then you can eat for this pot, but you're not going to get more as we eat from your own pot. You know what I'm saying? The difference is you got to fill that pot.
Worry them foreign mind. Worry them foreign mind. Look at me black, look at me shine. This is
I kept y'all dark-skinned dudes around chicks until dark-skin took over. Shut up, nigga.
Johnny has bursting about rewind. Foreign Salem to make a sell.
I had all the chicks and I was sharing them with y'all so y'all could at least get something until dark-skin came in.
Some man gonna foreign gang got on shoe shine. We rather do some business on the front line. Worry them for.
Say thank you.
Must fly. Worry them foreign mind. Hey, around the band me have me shine me music at the dog plan. Who play that Tony William and you got it.
Here's what you gotta understand. We didn't know what this thing was gonna be. Like, we can look back and say we should have done and got more money, but we never knew what this was gonna be. Remember, the labels make the money. We didn't know. We just did good. And you know what? keep going. Always get out there every day and do what you gotta do.
Don't nice, but in the summertime, tell you say Jamaica nice all the time.
Most hip hop dudes didn't really make the money that they that matched their influence. Most guys. Look at Seth. Seth had so much influence all the days. Somebody give Seth a Metro card, please. That time was the trenches. Right now, dudes are walking into big deals because of they walked on the backs of guys like us, guys like Kane, guys like Nice and Smooth, guys like Paz Big, guys like LL Cool J, Run DMC. They walked on the back of these guys, and now these young guys out here. It's like the NBA, the same thing. All the old NBA players didn't really get the money, but the new guys are getting big bread.
Them I worry them for me, man.
Are we mad about it? No. You should be happy. Good morning. Reggae Wednesday, Unction the building.
Get a life. Life in the ghetto ain't easy. Life in the ghetto don't lie. Life in the ghetto ain't easy. Life in the ghetto ain't nice.
That man
Mother and father don't have no money. Mother and father don't have no food.
Yeah, but the New York rappers didn't make the money. You know what I'm saying? Only a couple made the money.
The 5 children and the mother and the bed, and 4 more on the floor.
The New York rappers didn't understand
it. The children man snore. Pick up on the floor.
Remember, when you take money up front from a label, they don't never forget that shit.
Life in the ghetto ain't easy.
And that debt stays with the records, you know what I'm saying, forever. So you can't get away from that debt. They will never forget that debt.
Easy. Life in the ghetto ain't nice. Mother and father don't have no money.
And remember, the New York guys sampled everything, so most of the money went to the sampler. You know what I'm saying?
Where to sleep? So out on the road, Rasta man go hustle. The children go out and they go pick up back. So I behind the.
So if you didn't do shows and if you didn't travel, you wasn't making no real bread.
The one of them a play football, and some play cricket. Them a ball where the ball. Life in the ghetto don't.
The thing, New York rappers needed a union where they could have got together and set the price bar. But what, you know, you can always get a nigga that's gonna take less money to do the same work. That's the problem with the touring business in New York. Like niggas will undercut each other for touring. So if I'm gonna pay this little bit of money for this guy, then why would I pay money for the other guy?
Rather take a minute. Open the school, that's it, at the bus stop.
I'm different though. I ain't going. You better pay me. Fuck out of here.
No, Simona can't retreat.
I got other shit to do.
And say it's cool, I don't know if it's
and they try to make the fans mad at you, but it be the promoters, those middle, small hip hop promoters that be trying to get dudes to do it for nothing.
One wanna go off the bus and every make them make them up. Some of them go when them move them out to take on me never. Yeah, me never.
Well, if you're gonna be underground, then you gotta accept the fact that you're not gonna make the money that's the bigger pop artist. The math is the math. If you don't sell the records, you're not gonna make the money. Underground just means you ain't sold the records.
Straight to Portland, no.
Are you willing to accept that? You know, that's the question you say to most underground acts. Like, niggas ain't underground by choice. I ain't never met a nigga. Niggas is underground because they got no choice but to be underground. I'm gonna tell you.
No, stop another little one.
Let a nigga tell you that he's doing it on purpose. Fuck out of here. I've never met one artist that didn't have a big record and be like, nah, I'm just gonna do underground shit.
Look at the ticket, you know that gets another one. Another one. Just another little one.
Them niggas switch up as soon as they start selling records. Be like, oh, at the end of the day, oh, now you're an executive ass nigga. Shut up.
no. You will never.
They charge you. They charge you. They charge you if you underground. It don't matter. It's the same shit.
Get it to all get the people them seen. We are come from the ghetto.
The same amount of money it costs to make an underground record is the same amount of money it costs to make a stadium record. It's the same amount. You just got to be clear on what you want out of it.
No step with I hit the street out the ghetto while you see, and down the ghetto cries. You see twisted faces and empty bellies.
That's it. Said you called it.
You'll see naked kids and streets and mothers sometimes you make a try. You'll see wasted lands and drilling farmers sometimes to get a fly. You'll see empty houses and desperate fathers seeking to be employed and get the people broke. And them can't get no work. Da-da-da-da-down and get the people broke. And them can't get no work. Da-da-da-da-jump fire.
Now we do it for the love, but I do a lot of shit for the love. A lot of shit I love to do, but you got to make some money too.
Larry and John, they did not get you. Hey, up to the smaller youths I see, and understanding the reality. Why you got the people broke? And them can't get no work. Now, and got the people broke. And them can't get no work.
Reggae Wednesday, everybody. I'm in the building. Let's go. 6:13 in the morning. Let's get it popping. What a great morning. Motherfuckers don't try to make records that fail. They try to make records that connect with everybody. They try to hit the next level. That's Kane said yesterday. He trying to get to that next level, nigga. He trying to compete with Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Down, get the people broke. Da-da-da-da-down, when them can't get no work. Da-da-da-da-jump, yeah, get the people broke. And them can't get no work. Da-da-da-da-down, get the people broke. And them can't get no work. Na-na-na-na-no, get the people broke.
Good morning, Troy.
Whoa, no. Hear me now. Them broke.
Good morning, Kimberly.
And them myself so no. No more. Hey, now, no step away, I hit the street on the ghetto and the sea. And down the ghetto price.
Love you and good luck. Bye.
Why you got the monkey sound?
With your host, the incomparable Uncle Laze, a.k.a. Laze Elliott, a.k.a. Lazy Laze from the world famous.
Good morning.
In topics about health, politics, music, art, culture, and now
Hi,
for your host,
Hello.
Uncle Laze.
Hey, yo. What's up, y'all? It's your boy.
Hey, yo, Laze, get in there and tell the people what it is, man. Let them know what this thing is all about.
Oh, come on, man.
Information.
That's what we do. Information, mitigation, inspiration. Reggae Wednesday, everybody. Good morning, Kim. How you feeling?
Good morning, Laze.
Yeah, this has been a great week, don't you think?
I do.
Yeah, it's been a great week.
I do.
Yeah, it's been a great week.
Claps for us.
Yeah, claps for us. We deserve it. We're wrestling the bear. We got one of the biggest artists of our era on yesterday, Big Daddy Kane. We had a good interview, and how'd you like the interview, Kim? Did you like the interview with Kim?
I enjoyed it. I think the best part of that, I think I said that. Two great things stood out to me.
Yeah.
One, that he went out of his way to get on the screen with us.
Yes.
That I felt good with that because he, anybody else would just, talk on the phone and,
Right.
It's what it is. But I really like that he got on the air with us. And then another thing, I really enjoyed listening to you and him, your conversation about your lives and the Mr. C and Bismarcky, that blew me. I was really impressed by that.
Well, one thing I wanted to do, there was a couple of ways I could have went at this interview. Like I could have made it like we laughing and joking, but I was like, this is the first time that the audience get to speak to. I mean, he rarely speaks to people, Kane.
Right.
So I was like, nah, we got to let this man go. We got to let him speak and let him, Kane's a funny guy. We joke a lot too, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, we got to let that man, let him rock. Let him talk about it. Yeah.
I thought it was great. I don't think anybody else would have had the interview as you did. I thought it was great.
Well, and also just to talk to him like a regular person. Not
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk to him like, oh, he's Big Daddy. No, I wanted to talk to him like this is a regular dude. Like this is my boy. Like we would have had the same kind of conversation sitting in the crib talking about shit. You know, like, hey man, let me ask you a question. What do you think about this? And he's like, yeah, man, I was thinking about, hi, Uncle Lay, this Lindsay. I just wanted.
Lindsay was hot yesterday. He couldn't get on.
I didn't like the fact that you just wouldn't let me come on there and talk to Kane because I would have spoke to Big Daddy. No, you wouldn't have. Nigga, shut up. He would not have gotten you. I don't.
Look, Lindsay, what would you have? Well, how would you have addressed Mr. Kane?
I would have said, Big Daddy, I don't want to talk about Madonna and what happened there and then what you did with Madonna. And then I would have said, I took the cover right home to the back. Shut up, Lindsay. What are you talking about, Lindsay? That would have been, that would have been funny, you know what I'm saying? I know you wanted to ask him that too, Kim. I knew you had a lot.
Listen, I
had to muzzle you and muzzle said because I knew.
I was ready. Listen, I was ready. I had the questions about the Playgirl magazine.
Yeah.
I had questions because Campbell Soup was my girl, so I had to ask about that.
Oh, Naomi Campbell. Yeah. Campbell Soup. I know a lot of stories that I can't say, and a lot of them stories is crazy.
Yeah.
You are a seasoned journalist, but you also are a very seasoned troll too. By the way,
listen to say
you can't help yourself. That's sad.
Now, Lays.
Here's that interview again. Okay, I want to ask you a second. Excuse me, Big Daddy, but I don't want to call you Big Daddy. But anyway, back to what I'm asking. Yes, I kind of know Said's repartee. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Lays. Now, I really wanted to ask this question. I mean, I think I said this. We could have interviewed Kane for 3 hours.
Again, time, but we didn't have a lot of time. So
yes.
It's like I was trying to get us right into the points that we
and I tried to follow you. Now, my whole thing was I had questions because I don't know if you remember the verses with him and KRS-One.
Yeah, I remember that, him and KRS-One, yeah.
And something seemed to be going on. Maybe it was just my perspective, but Premier was Kane's DJ that day, right?
No, not Premier. Kid Capri, DJ Scratch.
Scratch. Now I think Scratch seemed to be getting he seemed to be getting riled up because KRS-One is like I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, Kid
and
Capri.
Kane was cool. Kane was smooth with it, but KRS-One was up. And
so you saying KRS-One won the verses?
I do.
I didn't think so.
I do, but I didn't think that Kane and KRS-One. I thought it was a nice verses, but I didn't think it was the verses that
you wanted. Yeah. And first of all, DJ Scratch, who was probably Grandmaster Scratch, probably one of the best DJs out. But Scratch sometimes gets into DJ mode to the where you be like, nigga, he's just by himself. He's just doing. Let him go. Scratch. DJ Scratch just does what he does, man.
Listen, I thought that I definitely wanted to ask that question about how he felt about the verses. That was a big one. I thought that was one of the best verses. And I just wanted to know what was on his mind as they were going through it. Because it seemed like he was like, okay, chill out, Scratch. You're not going to do anything about what KRS-One is doing. Let him do his thing, and I'm going to be cool Kane over here.
You know what? That's the problem with having a guy like DJ Scratch. Scratch is such a good DJ that he is his own concert by himself.
Yeah.
Like a lot of guys know how to be in the background as a DJ, like just Scratch is just such a
Now Scratch was the one that takes his shirt off as he's cutting.
No, that was Rock. Rest in peace, Rock Raider. Scratch is the guy that puts on the Jason mask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, DJ Scratch. He used to be EPMD's DJ,
EPMD, right? I don't know why I thought that was
but
him
he
that was
also
taking his
tours.
shirt off while
He
he
also
was.
he also tours with he tours with Beyonce a lot. You know, he does a lot.
Scratch does.
Yeah, he plays a lot of music for Beyonce and
I
Jay.
know he did a couple of things with, and well, Scratch's career, of course, is long, but I know he did. I like the things that he's done with Busta Rhymes too.
Yeah, he does a Buster. Well, he's a producer.
Yeah,
Amazing hip hop producer. He songs like for the year then back to work. I took time off, but other rappers got jerked. That
yeah,
he produced that. He produced
yeah,
New York shit. I'm on my New York shit. He
yeah,
produced a lot of records.
yeah.
He's an amazing producer as well. I mean, that's my boy. Scratch is my man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Scratch. But I thought it was dope. Kane was dope.
this Lindsay, you saying
Oh no.
you want to scratch your own scratch? Shut up. Who do you guys think we should have next on the morning show?
I think you should try with Smooth B.
Smooth, yeah, I'll get Smooth.
Notorious, glorious.
Yeah.
Rhyme is infinite. I live in a what? I forgot the rest of it.
Buster already confirmed that he was going to come on in the morning. Just Buster's schedule, like Buster be in the studio till like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So to get him coming out of the studio to go, but I'll get him. But I'll get him.
Let's say,
Redman will be a good interview.
Oh, no doubt.
I don't know if G-Rap would be a good interview.
Sure, it will.
I mean, it'd be good to have G-Rap as the artist.
Yeah, because he started the whole bling, rags to riches type rap.
Yeah, but I don't know about a conversationalist.
Oh.
Yeah, G-Rap, I don't know. Well, remember, we could talk to him about, what was his life like with Superhead before she became Kareen Steffens, cause that was his girl.
Yeah.
That was his girl, and then she,
Then she became other friend.
I mean, she did what she had to do. I mean, listen, you gotta let the free flag fly.
Hey, okay. I
Yeah.
think there's quite a few interviews.
Smooth would be a great interview.
I think so.
Because Smooth could talk to you about his writing for Bobby Brown and his relationship with New Edition, as well as all the other stuff that he's done.
Wow. Okay. So I didn't know that. I knew about his friendship with Bobby Brown, but not the group as a whole.
Yeah. Light, again, could be a good interview because Light has evolved into something great, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Said would have to do Light. Because, pause. Said would have to interview Light because he has more of a personal relationship. Master Ace would be a good interview because Master Ace is pretty smart, and he would be. Master Ace could be a good interview.
How about Nori? I mean, he interviewed you guys. Come on, bring him on here. Find out, what
you got to wait for Nori to come down the peg right now. He's in his music business life right now. You got to let him come down a little bit. Yeah. Nori is out there, picking fruit off the ground and barefoot in some sandy beach somewhere, living his life.
Yeah. All right, Nori.
All those experiences.
Yeah.
Like new nigga money experiences.
Yeah, that's good though. That's good.
You gotta let him sort of come down a peg a little bit, and then you can bring him. Yeah, you gotta bring Nori. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, how about? And this is crazy because I did start to email him yesterday. How about Kool Rock Ski from the Fat Boys?
Okay. So as I was saying,
please.
Craig G would be funny because he's snarky like Craig G is snarky like the hell you talking about? Craig G
Kool Rock Ski is snarky.
No.
Do you know him?
Yes, I know them all. The Fat Boys, they went to Thomas Jefferson, rest in peace. Marky D, and rest in peace, Buff. Yeah, they went to Thomas Jefferson. They was in school.
Yeah.
They was in school class back in the days.
Yeah. Kool Rock Ski.
Kool Rock Ski. Stick 'em.
Hey, come on.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. See, that would be a snark fest. Craig G and Big said. She said, but like that, they would just nobody would understand them, but they would just be going off
Back and forth.
into the higher land of snarkism. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
It's a lot of people because you guys were talking about you and Kane were talking about Biggie.
yeah.
And I'm going to continue to listen because I've never heard Kane and Biggie. But I have always heard Chub Rock.
Yeah, but no, but that's Biggie, right? But he was like as if Chug Rock would impersonate Big Daddy Kane. That's how it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I like the lyrical douches in the pushes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a Kane impression.
Oh.
That was as if Chub Rock did a Kane impression. Smooth out Chub Rock.
That would be a great.
That would have been, but Kane. What you have to understand is that Kane was a full artist during these times. So this nigga, artists are competitive. He like, nigga, I don't fuck with this nigga. Fuck, I'm letting you know what I'm saying? Like, bless you. He either do the way I want, pause. He like do it the way I want him to do it, or fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because Kane has a certain way of seeing things.
Now, maybe this question. Or the answer to this question.
I'll bring those guys on later on down the road. They're Billy and Fame. They've been on the show before and they'll come back on.
What I wanted to ask him, what turned him into the Big Daddy Kane persona of like pimping ain't easy?
I can tell you.
Okay.
So Kane used to be an assassin when it comes to rapping. Like we used to run around, hang out. And anybody that wanted to battle Kane would battle him, like the Big L kind of, that kind of assassin, street assassin, lyrical assassin. But then he started watching these, Kane, he told you, he watched a lot of movies. He watched James Brown, Prince, Michael Jackson, Barry White. And he started to smooth his approach.
Right.
And realized that he needed to get the ladies. So I talked about that today, making that conscious effort of making records. I thought that his later albums, went a little too far. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, okay, you got to still keep the street. And I think he kind of got lost in trying to get ladies because ladies.
Yeah.
Once Kane realized that the ladies was his audience, he went all the way there. He went there.
He did.
He went there. You know what I'm saying?
He just turned all the way out.
Yeah, turned to dark chocolate.
Right.
Yeah. So,
So let me ask you another question. This is what I was going to ask him as well. So I'm, Lays Kane.
Yeah, you asked me a question. Go ahead. You asked me.
What was the CD after all of the acclaimed CDs? Like, what was that? Like what was that?
I had put out a couple of other CDs that didn't resonate as well as my earlier records, and the Dark Chocolate and the Prince of Darkness and all that stuff didn't really resonate. But then I realized that I had to get more lyrical. You like that? He like my impression?
I bet you he's listening.
He probably is. Yeah. It's like it came like, what lady's talking about this morning?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I really did like that he was trying to get everybody to stop so that I could speak. I really did like that. Well, yeah, I did like that.
You were like a little baby, like a little girl. Hi, Mr. Kane. What
That's me fanning out.
Yeah. Excuse me, Mr. Big Daddy Kane. Hi, Big Daddy Kane. I was wondering. Sometimes you sound like Sugar Bear.
Listen, that's me fanning out.
Hi, Mr. Big Daddy Kane. I was laughing at you.
That was cool. I enjoyed it.
What a great interview. Thank you. Welcome Instagram. Thank you to our brother Big Daddy Kane for coming
Hi,
in,
Instagram.
having a good time, and really just putting up with us in the morning because we really try to get to it. But we also have to respect your accomplishments. And a guy like that, with all that history, like again, if I get Dougie Fresh to come on and really talk,
Oh,
like,
that'll be dope.
Doug would be up there going, well, you know how I had told everybody that when I was, sometimes I look like Curious George, but I be like, I drink a lot of water. And then Rick and them was mad because he didn't make all the money from Lottie Dottie, but I still was like, the show was my, ha. Yeah.
I would ask him why is Little Vicious still Little Vicious.
Vicious is a grown ass man.
I know.
Yeah, Sad is right. Dougie Fresh will be talking to your ass. Well, I was thinking about, the way I had was in Harlem, it was KK and he was there, and then Darden was on the block, and then I was talking to Rick and them, and then Rick was, and he said put the patch on the other eye, and then
right. Lays, one time we were at Nassau Coliseum. It was everybody there. EPMD. It was everybody was there. Dougie Fresh and them. So Dougie Fresh comes out this big ass, in my recollection, because we were kids, this big ass globe, because remember, he's the world's greatest entertainer.
Right.
Comes out this big ass globe planet, and there's stairs. It's got to be like 100 stairs coming out the globe. And he does the Dougie, and he's coming down. He does the Dougie again, and then he slips. And then he gets up and Dougie some more. We was like, the greatest entertainer.
Dougie Fresh, no doubt. I love Doug. Doug's a dope dude, man. Doug can go anywhere. Everybody loves Doug internationally.
Yes,
that would be a good interview. I would like to interview Slick Rick and then talk to him, but
oh god,
just to see what it would be like to talk to Slick Rick on the camera. I
think that would be quite.
I want to see those personalities.
A sarcastic interview. That right there.
Well, it wouldn't be upfront sarcastic. It would be like me and Troy, like this. So I would forget about the audience. I just would just be there going. Yeah, if you can pin Rick down and see how he handles that multiple personality situation he got going on, that would be crazy.
I'm gonna stop here because I'm getting ready to go in the road. I'm gonna stop here.
What is your favorite artist performing on? Who's your favorite? It's gonna be KRS-One, right?
Well, listen. First of all, I believe KRS-One has a dope ass show, and he does nothing but rhyme.
Dana is cool. He's a cool interview. Okay, go ahead.
Right, man, that time at the Apollo, the Christmas show where Kane came out of the hot tub, all that stuff, that was dope. I've seen so many dope performances, like Dougie Fresh coming out the globe. Yeah. It was so many hip hop performances that I thought was dope. Really, even Run DMC just walking back and forth across the stage, I thought was dope.
Run DMC was amazing.
So hey, maybe we could get DMC.
That would be kind of nice. Let's go to blackfacts.com first before we get DMC. March 26, 1937, William Hastings, the first black federal judge. After graduating with a degree in mathematics from Amherst College in 1926, Hastings taught at the Bordentown Manual School before going on to Harvard University to receive a law degree in 1930. There you go, buddy. During the early 1930s, he argued his first civil rights case when he represented Thomas Holcutt on African American who challenged the whites' only policy of the University of North Carolina. There you go. He began his federal career as a solicitor and Department of Interior in 1933 upon recommendations of the Interior Secretary H. Ikes. Roosevelt nominated Hastings as U.S. District Court to the Virgin Islands. They would send niggas out there. Hastings received a recess appointment from the President Harry S. Truman on October 21st, 1st, 1949, to the United States Court of Appeals for the Third Circuit, becoming the first African American federal appellate judge. There you go. There you go. All right, let's see. A permanent memorial room in his honor is hosted by the Black Cultural Exchange Center in Knoxville, Tennessee, which also houses his personal papers. There you go. There you go. For more Black Facts, go to blackfacts.com. Let history be no mystery.
Hey, come on.
He's the judge.
Yeah.
Says about
I don't know too many judges. I want to get to meet some. I think I'm going to go out there in the community.
We got a lot of judges. Let's
you know, Lays, I think the morning emails, you know, we always talk about getting up and stuff like that. I think one of our interviews should be the ambassador of the Bahamas, Herschel Walker. Let's go to the Bahamas and meet Herschel.
You just want to go to Bahamas. That's what you want. Big Said, what's up? Good morning, brother. You just want to go to Bahamas.
Hey,
good morning, people. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
I think she wants to bring us to the Bahamas, ladies. What you going to do with Bahamas?
Come on, let's go.
Well, Lindsay wants to see all the men. Shut up, Lindsay. Just get out the conversation.
Hey, Herschel will be there. He knows Herschel.
Herschel. Yeah, I know Herschel.
Herschel Walker? What?
Yes.
He's the ambassador to the Bahamas. So,
why would anybody want to talk to Herschel Walker?
That's Kimberly. I think Kimberly's just freaking off on the low.
I know you're not saying I'm attracted to Herschel Walker.
I don't know who you're attracted to be honest with you, Kimberly. I mean,
Herschel Walker plays football, not basketball, ladies. Get it together.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He's a football player.
Get it together. And he doesn't box either.
But Kimberly, you
Shut up, Sam.
You dated football players, right? You dated football players, right?
No, I know football players. I'm friends with everyone.
I thought you married a football player guy that was stalking you. Now he was a basketball. Oh wow. All right, well, sorry.
Not in the league.
Sorry for the stalking. But anyway, so you're gonna interview Dana Dane. What's that gonna be like?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the funny outside of special ed, that might be the funniest interview thus far.
Special Ed's a good interview too. Yeah, he would be a good interview.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I interviewed him on my birthday last year.
Nice.
That was funny.
In special ed?
Yeah.
By the way, Sed's birthday's coming up Friday.
Come on, Sed.
We'll party tomorrow. Have a little birthday show for Sed. And everybody come in tomorrow and
what you said?
It'll be a short show, but it'll be a good show. That's
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I got some light skin jokes on tap. Don't do that.
You better come strapped with me, Sed, because I'm quick. I'm quick with it.
Yeah, that's what Dutcher said. But anyway,
that's the last thing.
But Dana Dane, you know, he did the parties with me, Wiz, Ralph McDaniels, the Awesome 2.
Yeah.
At M15. So we've always had a close relationship, and I always call him Slick Rick. Because we're best friends.
Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't do it for the show because I don't want people to think that like me calling him that is kind of disrespectful.
Yeah.
Well, if you give it context, because they were part of the Kango crew and they went to school together, and that was
did they?
Yeah, they were part of the Kango crew. They had a crew of them that was just all ballets and Kangos and all that shit.
Oh
so
wow! Okay, I always wondered that.
I got you, Sed. You give context. Don't worry about it. I got you. I'll help you out here. You know what I'm saying? Once you give context, then it makes sense. You know, to talk about it. We're getting Sed right.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. What people didn't realize that, you know how Dana raps. People don't realize that Dana raps the way he raps because of Rick. Because Rick never wanted to use his accent. And Dana was like, "You're crazy."
Right.
So Dana kind of used that, you know, on his first song with Nightmares.
Yeah, that was a great song.
It was.
Fun fact, Dana's DJ was Clark Kent, by the way, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And I don't know if you know, but the year before last, Dana released Nightmares again, sequel to Nightmares, and Kwame produced it.
Fun fact, Kwame became an incredible producer and really produced a lot of big hits. Kwame.
And I was going to say Kwame would be a great guest.
Oh, wait, another thing about Kwame. Kwame is my birthday brother. We have the same birthday.
Hey, come on.
From Salt and Pepper.
Oh yeah, nice. Now,
Come
that's
on.
good. Salt and pepper's a good interview. Is she still saved, or does she still like
Who is?
Salt? No,
Oh,
She is.
Salt. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Don't you be a pepper.
Oh,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Even. Hi, this Lindsay.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. I'm taking Cedric. Don't do that. Let's not do that. I would like
Kimberly
to
is so wrong.
Yeah, she's definitely wrong. But I would like to talk to Salt and Pepper also and DJ Spinderella and see what that dynamic is like. Because really,
I hope they're friends again.
I think they are. But I think remember back to the conversation.
I think they're cordial. I don't know if you can use friends in that way.
Okay.
Spinderella was not the original Spinderella. There was the original Spinderella, and then Spinderella, who's actually a very good DJ.
Right.
I know her as a DJ. You know, she's an old friend of mine, so I know her as a DJ. And she really,
you know who taught how to scratch, right?
Clark Kent helped her. Clark was helping her.
DJ Scratch.
Yeah, Scratch got to go in, but Clark Kent. Who is the best female?
No. I'm talking about scratch. I'm not talking about DJ. I'm just talking about the scratching aspect of it, from my understanding.
Oh yeah, well, Scratch got it nice, but she was doing that before. I'm telling you, I saw her. She's living in pink houses. I saw her doing that back in the days.
That's why she had that attitude.
Yeah,
Let me stop. I'm sorry. Spin is good friends with me. I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way.
No. Shout out to Spinderella, another classy lady, doing her thing, and she got a beautiful daughter and all that kind of stuff. You know, Spinderella's doing her thing.
Yeah, she used to come to N15 often. She used to spin for us often. So
yeah. Also, another great DJ, female DJ, is Coco Chanel. Another. So Coco.
Yep.
Beverly Bond. Coco.
Who is Sweet Tea's DJ?
Jazzy Joyce.
Jazzy Joyce.
Another great DJ, Jazzy Joyce. Jazzy is a little wild. Jazzy Joyce is a little wild. That's all I can say. Jazzy is a little wild.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I think her, Scratch, and Pete Rock, their birthdays around the same time. Cause I did a birthday party for them like years ago, and like they all like had parties. There's about 4 of them. I can't remember the other one, but if I'm correct, it was Pete Rock, Jazzy Joyce, Scratch, and somebody else.
All-time bucket list best female DJ. Who would you take?
Oh, wow.
I'll answer because I only know of a couple, and I would say Spinderella only because I'm
going with Beverly Bond as far as party DJ. She rocks.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she does her thing when it comes to like full scale parties.
Yeah. I'm going to the party all the time. Like for me, my number one DJ going to the party is Kid Capri. I'm going to Kid Capri is the number one. I go.
Only you got to be at the party really late. Because Capri doesn't come on until like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, whenever he comes on, but when he comes, he rocks the house.
My personal favorite is Scratch, because Scratch, actually he did one of my birthday parties. It was one of the best parties I've ever been involved with. And he always, what I like about Scratch is he's never asked me for a dime, and it's always, maybe I shouldn't tell people because people might expect him to do it for free. But he's always looked out for me whenever he DJs for me.
See, that's a personal thing where you just want Scratch to do it for free, do a free shout out. But Scratch is not the best part. Scratch is the best skills besides rock radio.
Skills
wise. But he's not the best party DJ. I would go more Jazzy Jeff. I would go more Kid Capri. Those guys are really the best.
Jazzy Jeff is dope.
Yeah, the best party DJs as far as that goes. Scratch is a great skill-wise DJ, but he's not the best party DJ. Scratch is great.
Maybe that's what I was thinking along those lines because, like I know because he's done sets, and I love his sets because when he does sets, like you don't have to do a full party in order to get the people going within 20, 30 minutes if you're doing a set like Scratch.
Yeah.
As opposed to an actual full party where you have hours to keep the party going. Right. And that's a different skill set.
Another dude was Mr. C, rest in peace. Another amazing DJ, Mr. C. He would get that car. His knowledge of music. See, the thing about being a great DJ is having a knowledge of music. Like you can call out some of the best songs and all that kind of stuff, and you know where that song go. Mr. C's another one. I mean, Red Alert parties are great. Red Alert's a great DJ. Chuck Chillout's great.
I was gonna ask about Chuck Chill Out.
But Mr. C is good. Mr. C is good.
I'm gonna throw one name that people might not agree with because they've never really heard him at a party, and I mean a party, not the radio. Funkmaster Flex.
Great party DJ. Funkmaster Flex. He gets right.
And I'm not talking tunnel. I'm talking about like a regular party.
Yeah.
Outside of Hot 97, because a lot of people expect him to be the Hot 97 DJ, and he's not.
He doesn't play what he plays on regular parties, what he plays on Hot 97.
Exactly.
He plays something. He'll go into something entirely different.
He'll go deep, and he'll have you remembering songs that you didn't hear in 20 years.
Yeah. That's Flex likes to go back. I mean, stuff that he won't play on Hot 97, he would be playing in the parties, and everybody would love that. I've seen Flex do a party. He gets a party going. Like, that's another thing. You ain't got to wait for Flex.
I only remember from the tunnel.
Now, Flex get the party going immediately. Like, he don't fuck around. Shout to Funkmaster Flex. Really maintaining that level of party in New York for, and people like to give him crap from being a DJ, but he's definitely an official DJ. Coming out of Chuck Chillout's crew, Flex did.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, coming out of Chuck. So let's work on the next one, said. And when are you doing Dana Dane? I want to know about that.
I'm not doing Dana Dane. I'm speaking to him.
Oh,
Context. There you Words go. Mean things.
Words.
No, actually, we spoke last week, so I meant to call him back to find out, when is good for him, because he's out in LA now, doing movies and stuff.
How do you feel about this Adam 22 guy getting checked on by the feds? I mean, are we surprised that Adam 22 would get checked by the feds? I mean, I thought he was down with the feds, to be perfectly honest with you. That's my opinion. I felt.
Yeah, but they put up a front so that way they make it seem as if like he's really not down. Right. I feel, because like I said, I saw a clip literally this morning on Instagram where he asked a rapper about some crime, and the guy just looked at him. He said, "This is the way you're supposed to handle an Adam 22 interview," and he just looked at him like he was an idiot. And then Adam 22 tried to ask another question.
That's what I was thinking the whole time. Adam
12.
I mean, it makes sense,
right?
But for people that know, you have an older audience, so they know Adam 12 as opposed to like nowadays. But anyway, he's working, because like I said, everything is either gang culture or gang related. The same thing with Vlad.
Yeah.
And I just think that
it's crazy. I mean, first of all, people that go on Vlad and Adam 12. I just want to say, one Adam 12. I hope y'all don't think that these motherfuckers actually don't work for the police. I just want. This is go to jail, directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not get your $200. That's what I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy. Like, how could you not go to jail by fucking with those guys? You know what I'm saying? Like, this.
They seem to go.
I hate to say this, but they deserve it. If they're gonna brag, about what they're doing, send them. Ship them. Fuck it. Yeah, nobody told them to open their mouth on a forum like that.
I'm looking at this Big U conversation and Whack 100, all these other guys. I'm like, why are y'all going on these shows? I've never seen.
And Whack works for the feds as well.
Well, I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know that, so I'm not going to say.
I'm alleging based on the conversations I've seen and heard.
Wow. But well, there you go. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, the feds have been able to infiltrate every type of stuff we've been from the Black Panthers on. And, at the end of the day, we make these guys famous, for not really having talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not really talented music. If a guy is getting shit for not having no talent, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can't say he produced a record, or he's a rapper, or he's a writer, or he's a marketing guy. If he's just a guy that's, I'm a street nigga. Well,
Produced the charge.
Right, produce the charges. I mean, but again, I'm not knocking those guys because that's not my road to hoe. I'm just saying, why y'all going on these Will's Pills lines? It don't affect it doesn't affect Adam 12's community, or it doesn't affect Vlad's community. You know what I'm saying? Vlad ain't bringing criminal, Will's pills on there from the jail from the Trails Knife. You know what I'm saying? He's not bringing them on there to talk about what they do in the hood on the Sid Abbott. You know what I'm saying? You know, he ain't talking about. He's not bringing in the welfare chiefs and all that. He's bringing in dudes to tell on themselves. You know what I'm saying? Stop telling on yourself, fellas.
And it seems to be working for him.
But anyway, man. Hey, listen, that's all I got to say about it. I'm trying to stay out of that situation because ultimately it's another thing where your culture and I like Vlad. I knew him for years. He used to be a DJ back out in the West Coast for years and years and years. But again, he found a way to get it popping. You got niggas to tell on themselves. So there you go. Enjoy yourself. And Vlad will say, "Well, I didn't tell him to do that," But then, at the end of the day, you provide a platform for niggas to snitch. And every time the feds are looking at the Vlad interview, and then they go picking dudes up off the Vlad interviews. Come on, man.
Yeah, but this is the thing. He's like he didn't tell him to get the answers, but he's asking the questions.
I just think that.
So he's complicit because you're asking about crimes. You're asking about, like I said, they're stupid for responding, but he is still questioning them. And it's not as if he did it one time. He's done it for the past 14 years or however long he's been online.
Made a lot of money too, and I'm not knocking him, but listen, that's how he make his bread. That's how he make his bread. You heard Leo Cohen said, listen, I got to feed my kids. I don't give a fuck about it. If niggas want to kill themselves, let them kill themselves. I got to feed my kids. I understand. I'm not,
I get it, yeah.
They're not your friends, B. They don't owe you nothing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Wow.
They don't owe you nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
I just wanted to share this too. What you guys, I know, said is going to talk to Dana Dane. I interviewed his wife, Chubb Rock's wife, and it was supposed to be Kane's wife and someone else, and they were doing Hip Hop Wives. They were trying to do a reality show of the Hip Hop Wives, and her name is Tana. Dana's wife is Tana.
Yeah, Tana.
Yes. And I interviewed them on the show as they were trying to get this off. So yeah, that'll be great to see.
So somebody shot themselves on the show with them? Is that what you're saying?
No. Dana's wife Tana was trying to do a reality show. They were trying to get this off the air with Chubb Rock's wife, Kane's wife, and someone else. They were doing a reality show.
Stop for a second and say respectfully, Dana's a good guy. I like him a lot, but I did not know Dana's wife's name was Tana.
Yeah.
So I just want to laugh for a
Dana
second.
and Tana. And then they have this little thing called Dana Loves Tana and Tana Loves Dana.
All right, let me get out of that. Okay. Anyway, so
like Kimberly, you went too far.
Get out of that.
Listen, they love each other.
Stay off of the black artists. Stay off those shows. Stay off the Adam 12s and the Vlad shows because
no. Don't stay off them. Just don't give up the information.
Right. Is there anybody?
Get the promotion on.
But then you wouldn't be relevant if you're not snitching on somebody or talking about somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, what could you?
No, I get it.
What would the conversation be?
Just a bunch of questions.
Just a bunch of questions. There wouldn't be any conversation. There wouldn't be any context to the conversation if you're not snitching or telling on somebody. So, at the end of the day, they're like, yeah, okay, keep telling. And then they put that's the clips that they're putting up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, who's besides the police? I guess the other audience would be guys in the street that want to hear what he's saying.
I think the audience is more Will's pills. I don't think the brothers listen to that. I think the Will's pills. This is a large Will's pill. They want to know what's going on in the hood, so the Will's pills listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Young Will's pills listen to it. Trying to be down. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, brothers ain't really. I don't think brothers really fucking with it like that. Will's pills and Troll Monsters is listening to that situation. I don't know. But anyways, when's the next show? My friends are better than yours.
On my birthday.
Come on.
Yeah. Birthday show. We'll party tomorrow with
No. I meant on my actual birthday. Friday.
Yeah, his show will be Friday. Make sure you check out My Friends Are Better Than Yours and have a great interview and have a great day. My man said,
thank you.
Big said, we'll call him Big said in honor of his birthday, but this is the last time I'm going to fucking call you Big said. I'm just telling you right now. Your name is fucking hi. This Lynn said, how about don't fucking call me?
Oh, no.
Hi, this is Lindsay. Just tell the truth. You like one lights. Shut up, Lindsay. Don't. All right, Sad in the house. I hung up on Sad.
You hung up on him.
Yeah, hey, Coco, are you gonna come in and do some tea? What's going on in the news today?
Lays, the president,
Wildin'.
he's wilding. Now he's trying to get rid of all the federal courts.
Hey man, y'all keep fucking around. That nigga, he gonna do everything he told y'all he was gonna do.
The thing is, as we spoke about before, he's throwing a lot of stuff on the wall to see what sticks.
Yeah.
And a lot of the things that he's doing is not going through, but it's so up in arms, and everything is stuck right now that people are just going crazy. So, dude is trying to get rid of the federal courts. A lot of the lawsuits that were happening, like, I don't know if, everyone knows of Capital One and their credit cards and stuff. Well, Capital One had a lawsuit against them from charging too much interest and different things. And the lawsuit was gone ahead. They went ahead with the lawsuit. It was almost over. Trump canceled it. So now the people who were probably going to get paid from Capital One and their corrupt, things, now they're not going to get paid anymore because Trump stopped it.
Pay your Capital. I have Capital One credit cards.
Me too.
Pay them shits off. Don't carry the interest because it's 30% interest. It's loan sharking. The credit card industry is loan sharking. So stop carrying balances. I try to pay my shit off, so I'm not carrying the balances. I'll use another credit card to pay off another credit card to keep it, keep the balances low. Like I know guys that are ping ponging the credit cards just to keep the balances low, because really the biggest problem is the interest. The interest on credit cards is 30%, 27%, 25%. Those are big interest rates, and I think you'll never pay it off. You can never pay off a credit card with an interest rate at 30%. You know what I'm saying? If you're carrying a $10,000 balance, you know what that means, right? A $10,000, you know what that means. So y'all got to figure out how to keep your credit cards down and stop buying shit. How about that? If we stop buying shit, we just stop buying shit. How about that?
Now another story, Lays, and I hope Coco comes in because I'm pretty sure she knows about this. Now, we have a new attorney general. Forgot what her name is, Potsy or something like that. Okay. She's a lady from attorney general from Florida, and she is now getting ready to go after Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett from Texas. And she's telling Jasmine, you better watch your mouth, girl. That's what she said. You better watch your mouth. And then Jasmine was like, watch my mouth. You better watch your mouth. So now they going back and forth. Jasmine the other day was caught calling the governor of Texas Governor Hot Wheels. He's in a wheelchair, right?
Oh, shit. I know.
Yeah. She called him Hot Wheels.
That's funny.
But she said she didn't mean it because he's in the wheelchair. She meant it because he was putting the immigrants on buses, trains, and planes and getting them out of there. So,
Governor Hot Wheels, let's hope that Texas is a crazy state. I mean, I spent a lot of time in Texas. Texas is wild. So, like everything is crazy in Texas. I don't know. But I just hope that they kind of get that shit together with Texas. And also, the Trump shit is going to be what it's going to be until y'all decide either he goes away or y'all decide to get together and vote him out. The way I said, and I told the Duchess this yesterday, I said the way that we going to win is that we just put our money where our mouth is and control our money.
Yes.
They think they're going to do all this shit and really shit on the people who's spending the money.
Yes.
If we stop fucking with them and use finances as opposed to feelings, then we'll be all right.
Yesterday I found out of the second, I told you we live in Prince George's County, is majority, Black Americans here. Yeah. There's a second large Black owned supermarket here that just opened up. And the lines were around the corner trying to get in there just to spend their money. And so
I know about Nigga Mark. It's just crazy. Nigga Mark is crazy. I like watching your face when I say something crazy. and then you freeze and go, did he just say that?
Right.
Nigga ma.
But so I think with that, we're getting together. We're bringing this together. We're still boycotting Target,
Yeah. Target
and
fucked up.
Target is fucked up right now. But I think, all of us come together with some crowdfunding or something, and we can build another Target. We call it Black Arget or something. I don't know, but
they're not going to go back. They're trying to go to the Bitcoin. They're trying to go to that market where it's going to be all virtual money. So they're not going to go to the gold standard is probably going to be over. Some people try to use it, but it's a limited amount of gold unless you're going to go out of the planet and go get gold from other planets and shit like that. But I think the gold, there's a certain finite amount of gold on this planet. So I think that's going to be a problem as far as the world economy on continuing to use the gold standard. I think that's going to be a problem. They haven't gotten it. I mean, you can still go to Africa and you can get a lot of gold. You got to dig in the ground and see what's there. But I don't see it. The gold standard lasting for the next 50 years. I think it's going to be different. Hey, Coco, are you going to come in today and do some tea? If not, then I'll have then Kim could do all the tea this morning. What about your boy Kanye? He's out here bugging again. He's
Kanye is. I think I sent you the thing. Kanye says that he will not be mad at Cuzzo and his wife anymore if they just help him with his children. He won't be mad at them. He actually loves them, but he wants help with his children.
What the fuck is wrong with you? This nigga's crazy.
Listen, it is definitely something going on. I'm pretty sure he knows this. Or let me ask you a question.
This nigga sound like
Is
Jan
really an act? Is this an act?
This nigga sound like a 15-year-old white girl. I hate you, Dad. I hate you. Jay-Z ain't your father, nigga. Come on.
Hey, apparently he thinks Jay-Z is his father.
That shit is the nastiest. It's nastiest.
I think
she's coming on tomorrow.
We miss you.
That's looking out. We getting out early today anyway. Give me a couple more stories we can get out of here.
Okay. So you notice I got on the Free Pookie t-shirt today.
Yeah. That's the big story.
I really miss him. I think I miss him. Now, I don't know if you knew that he has a roommate, and the roommate is the crypto guy. Remember the crypto guy that got convicted? That's his roommate. Well, cellmate. Is it roommate or cellmate? Cellmate. Yeah, that's his cellmate. Yeah, they're in there talking about making money.
So the story is, Pookie is a lot of the charges are getting dropped.
We knew that, right? We knew that.
We knew that because
they're not coming up with evidence. They're just giving us stories of things that he's done.
Right.
But none of them are crimes, with the exception of what they're saying. What is that called?
Lower your camera so you can see your Free Pookie t-shirt, and Big Sad wants to see them take old biddies. Sad, shut up. There you go.
Yeah, so you outside of the racketeering where he is supposedly bringing minors, or even if they weren't
well, I mean that's a tough thing to actually prove. Bring in minors and all this other shit. None of the criminal charges have been dropped. The civil charges, but it's gonna be tough to prove those charges. Kimberly, what's wrong with your joint? It's gonna be tough to prove those charges because those people are grown. Kimberly, your mouth is open, baby. Reset your joint. Kimberly, your mouth is open, baby. It's gonna be Sad, I'm gonna bring you back for a second, Sad, because you got to give context to this. I believe he's gonna get off. Pause. I think Pookie's gonna get. I think Pookie's going to beat those charges. Yeah. Hey, Sad, I think he's going to beat those charges.
Wait, hold up. Kim is her favorite pose. I'm sorry. I just had to say that.
You
I'm
see.
sorry. My
You
bad.
see, that's terrible.
My bad.
But if I was a betting man, and I am, I think Pookie's gonna beat those charges. And
He
then
might not beat all of them, but he's probably gonna beat the major ones.
right.
Um, and I do agree with you. I just because I seen a Facebook post where somebody said that like the government's case is dropping, but it's like no, it's the civil cases that are basically crumbling right now. So that way people don't get confused. And the civil cases is basically going after his money as opposed to going after his freedom. But I do agree with you. The government's case is going to fall apart somehow, and he might even have a plea so that way they can get something out of it as opposed to going to a full trial. And like I said, of course, this is all speculation.
Right.
All speculation.
I'm projecting that they're going to offer him a plea deal, but I do think the lawyers are gonna find a way to get them to drop the charges. And I think the reason they're going to drop the charges because they went out with everything they had to go out with, and all those different charges are being basically grown people freaking off is not illegal. That's all I'm saying.
Unless you bring them across state lines.
Well, I mean, if you buy them a plane ticket and that's the case, then a lot of us gonna go to jail. You know what I'm saying? If you
a lot of y'all. I couldn't afford to bring anybody.
Not me.
I can't afford to bring them across boroughs, let alone states.
5 years in.
How many people are you gonna put in jail for flying you across state lines? And said, well, they get half the time because you only have to buy half a ticket. That's what I want to know.
Oh, damn.
I'm in Jersey, and I can't get anybody from Manhattan to come through.
Congestion pricing. Anyway, so like, by the way, the traffic is much better in New York because of that. But let me just say this. I think I don't think that. I think, in my opinion, I think Pookie's going to get off. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna beat the charges. And I think the government threw their best shot at him, and it didn't work. Again, they don't know black people. They don't know the inner workings of black people. And I think black people in this country want him out of jail. They're not as horrified because they feel like y'all niggas knew what y'all was doing. Yeah, you going to the party, you know what the fuck you was doing. You wasn't going there. You wasn't going there to sing Kumbaya, motherfucker. You was going to go in there to get it late and freak off. That's what the fuck you was doing. So I do believe. And freaking off in the entertainment business has been a long time. So I do believe Pookie is going to get off. Pause.
The good thing is, he's detoxing while he's in there. So when he comes out, he'll be nice and fresh and well, I hear
he could be fuming at everybody who hasn't supported him.
Yeah, I know.
He's not going to be nice at all.
No, I think he's going to come back for revenge. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to.
Well, I mean,
he's fuming right now.
Let me ask the both of you. Would you not be upset at people who didn't stand up for you if they knew that you weren't doing the things that you were accused of doing?
Well, Gooch said when you prevent the people from leaving the party, it's different.
That's kidnapping.
That's kidnapping, yeah. But, I mean, that's a different conversation. I don't think that's the charges.
I was going to say, I don't think that's in the charges, but,
yeah.
I mean, he's already spent, 8 months, 7 months in jail?
It might get time served and get up out of it.
Yeah.
I think he get time served and get up out of there.
But he's not exercising because I hear he's really puffy now.
Jury selection is May 14th. He's going to take it. He's going to take it to trial. That's funny. He's going to take it to trial. So we're going to see what happens. The fact that they didn't give him bail, though, I thought was wrong. They should and allow him to fight his case outside. But they're saying that, listen, if everybody knows that you could potentially knock the people off that's going to be witnesses against you, then if they start dropping, don't you think that you would get? You know what I'm saying? Like you would be the first suspect if niggas that see your trial drop it. This is not 1950s Godfather movie. This is real life. And motherfuckers getting killed. There's so many different ways. You can't get away with shit nowadays. The cameras, ain't nobody getting away with murder no more. Like there's cameras everywhere. There's technology. You can't even sneak a shit no more. And everybody is snitching after the fact.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Hey, that's the thing to do nowadays. Snitch.
I don't really want to. I never thought he was a great dancer. Perfectly honest with you. I thought,
Who?
yeah, Pookie. Yeah, Pookie.
Pookie.
Pookie was to me is a subpar dancer. It's just subpar.
Yeah. Who did he dance for outside of
Father,
at the
Father MC.
party?
Father MC.
All those
Father MC.
videos.
Okay.
Yeah, Father MC. And all those the bad boy videos he was dancing. But
Oh yeah, I bet.
that's not
I
my
just thought he was playing.
that's not my that's not my art my point. The point I'm
He
making.
couldn't be down with the IOU dancers.
No, he wasn't good enough to be down with IOU. We knew him back then. He wasn't down with us.
What
But
if
let
he
me.
had one of those shiny suits on?
No, it doesn't happen like that.
Y'all didn't wear shiny suits.
He might tear. Well, he ain't tearing me up.
What is wrong with her?
No kind of way.
What is wrong with this woman?
But quite seriously though, said I think what you're saying is actually pretty true. I think there's going to be a lot of people that he's going to take revenge on for not supporting him, and also see a lot of people that he may start talking about for putting him in the joint. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of your favorite people, a lot of shit gonna come out on them once.
Have you heard the song with him and Kanye?
No, I didn't hear it. No,
I didn't. Yeah.
I heard the song with him and the little boy, the little Puffy, little cousin.
Gooch Elliott makes a good point. The footage of him dragging Cassie, that's not going to be enough. I mean, that's what they may actually get him for, but you're not going to do.
No, they can't, because the statute of limitations. They already said the statute of limitations is already over. They can't start with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
They can only use that against his character. But if that was an isolated incident, because if they have proof of no others, it's not going to matter. Even if they go to trial and they showed it,
yeah,
I think a smart jury would be like, okay, that's one instance. That's not to say it was right. That's not to say it was justified. But if you have no other proof and you're saying that this man has been doing it over 20 years and you only have one video, how can you prove that it's a pattern?
Right.
Right. Do you guys feel Cuzzo's going to be in some kind of jeopardy?
I don't.
No, not at all.
Yeah. I think his stuff is over.
Yeah.
You know, I think they did their best to come after the two of the top American blacks in here in the entertainment industry, and they didn't have enough evidence. And you know, you can't charge and convict someone on being rich, black, and doing whatever they want to do if it's not a crime.
Well, you can try, and then if you got enough good lawyers that you pay, the bottom line is pay to play. You know, the guns, they might get them on the guns. Yeah, the guns might be something they might get them on. But we'll see.
But the guns were in Florida and California, which are both open carry states. So, I mean, would they be able to get him on that, really?
But he'll beat that.
If they haven't charged him yet,
yeah.
The thing is, whatever would be a definitive, they would have charged him with already. So that's
and he's
the reason
not
why
being charged with anything but racketeering, right?
And that's the thing. Everything that they're saying, that all of these things that he's been accused of, they were trying to put a threat, a scare on him, for him or other people to come against him.
Right.
It hasn't worked this far. If it hasn't worked this far, it's not going to work, because the government is like the pettiest of every organization ever.
Right.
And the fact that they haven't gotten anybody to turn on him, or that they haven't charged him, that is a good sign for Puff, because they probably expected him to fold by now, and that's how they do it. They're going to upcharge everything to try to get you to come down to the one charge that they wanted to get you on anyway.
Right. They're going to throw a bunch at you, but I think he's got enough. From what I hear, he's cash rich. Like, he had a lot of cash.
Wow.
When you got a lot of cash, you can move in certain ways and do things that a normal dude couldn't do. So I do believe that he's going to be able to get past a lot of this stuff. He might get caught on some things, but I think the cash. His witness list is going to be crazy. Yeah, listen, and May 14th, as Coco said, this could be a big story, and we're just ramping up for it now to give me our context, because this could be the biggest story. I mean, remember, this is a guy like us in a sense, where we are connected.
Literally,
like this guy's connected to us, as you know. And I'm not co-signing some of the crazy shit, but at the end of the day, they could when they want to come get you, they'll come get you. They'll come get Said. They'll come get me. The bottom line is they can come get you if they want to come get you. I'm not co-signing behavior, but you're a grown ass person. I had choices to go to those parties. I said, nah, that wasn't my vibe. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to go to those parties, and it had nothing to do with them at all. It just that I wasn't really in that space to be going to those spots. So I think he's gonna. Showtime. I believe it. I think he's gonna come home. I think he'll be all right. But I think there's gonna be a lot more drama when he comes home for those people that kind of shit on him. I think it's gonna be crazy. So anyway, we'll see. But anyway, thank y'all with the sound of my voice. This is Reggae Wednesday. That is a very interesting conversation. And so, learn and read it. And just remember, it could be you too. You know what I'm saying? None of us are perfect, so it could be you too. Like anything can happen to y'all. By the way, you are smart. Said yes. You are.
He's still on the phone.
Yeah, he's still on the phone.
I was just about to say that. I'm still on the phone.
Yeah. By the way, let me hang up on Said. I just hung up on Said. But Said is a journalist. He's very smart. I mean, well, there you go. See, he's very smart. But he just can't get out of his own way. Not anymore. Not on the phone anymore. Thank you, Big Said, for adding context to the conversation. Thank you again for my girl Kimberly Robinson and everybody that's in here. This is Reggae Wednesday. Again, we want to thank our brother Big Daddy Kane for coming in yesterday and really having a great time with us. And also, thank you all the people, the morning owners that come in the morning to have fun. Now, my back hurts. I'm going to go sit down for a second and chill out. And y'all have a great morning, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow's birthday show for Sed. We'll party a little bit with Sed. Have a good time. Hey, Sed, get Tuffy. Tell him to get on in the morning and hang out with us. He's a horrible human being. Thank Kimberly's mouth freezing so we can get opportunity to speak. You see, he fucks with you. He fucks with you, Kimberly. You see that?
I love it. You notice how I do the Trump dance now?
Yeah, I like the Trump dance. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.
3